holistic nutrition consultant and the author of a blog called grassfedgirl.com. I'm so excited you're here today because we're going to be making Kefta Kebabs. This is kind of a Middle Eastern recipe. Sometimes it's called Kofta in the Middle East, and then it's called Kefta in North Africa. So my husband's actually from North Africa, so I'm really familiar with a lot of the kinds of foods that he makes, and we actually wrote a cookbook. I'll put a picture of it right here. So I've been to North Africa several times and had this wonderful dish. First, you'll just need some ground beef. I have about 2 pounds of ground beef here. So you'll also need some salt and pepper, of course, paprika and cumin. These are always used in this kind of recipe, paprika and cumin. Optional is some cayenne, just a tiny bit, but you don't have to use that. You don't have to use any spices at all. You know, technically on the carnivore diet, there's no spices, no plants, but if you've been doing carnivore a long time, sometimes you need some variety, so that's why I offer these recipes. I like to put oregano. Sometimes oregano's in this, sometimes not. It's up to you. It'll give it more of a Greek flavor, but I love the oregano in it. Parsley, mint, and cilantro, or leave it out altogether. So I have cilantro and a little bit of parsley here. So you want to chop up your herbs. Now put your herbs into the meat. So put about a teaspoon of pepper, about a teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of oregano, half a teaspoon of the cayenne, heaping teaspoon of the cumin, and heaping teaspoon of the paprika. So now we're just going to mix it up with our hands. This works better on a room temperature or not too cold of meat, because then the fat will start to kind of glue it together. So now you're going to take your meat, and I'd say probably about 1 cup of meat, for example, and just kind of form it into, looks like kind of like a log. So there you go. So it's probably about, I'd say, 4 or 6 ounces of meat, and then just keep doing that. And you're gonna grill them so they're gonna stay that. You can put a skewer if you want to, but you don't really, it's kind of just more work than you need to do. So, and then you can just kind of make them look nice like that. This is what it looks like when you're all done. And you can just kind of let these sit around and they'll get to room temperature, and then they'll cook better. Also today we'll be making a yogurt sauce called tzatziki. For the yogurt sauce, you need some good Greek yogurt. This is a whole milk one. And this is dill. You need dill and a lemon. Okay, so now we're gonna put our yogurt in the bowl. I have about 2 cups of yogurt here. A teaspoon of salt. Okay, we're gonna add your dill. So chop your dill really fine like this. And add it when it's really fine like that. So probably about 2, 3, 4 tablespoons of dill. Now add your lemon, about a tablespoon, of lemon. And you can just kind of catch the seeds like that. You can also use vinegar if you don't have lemon. I think it needs about a teaspoon of pepper too. You also need a cucumber and garlic that's like this in the clove, or else garlic powder. So just peel your cucumber with your peeler, but then you're going to grate it with your grater. So just grate the whole thing and you can put it in there. Now how I'm grating it, and it's all going down into there. So now I have my garlic powder. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, and I'm just going to put my cucumber in there. Just kind of mix it up. Gonna make it nice and chunky. And like I said, this is optional if you don't want any vegetables. But actually cucumber is a fruit. So if you're carnivore and you're adding fruit, this is a-okay for you. Looks so good. Look how thick and creamy. This is gonna be really good on that meat. Let's give it a taste. It's really good, really good. Come over here to your pan, add a little bit of ghee or butter or whatever you want, animal fat. This is my carbon steel pan. It is down in the description box. So now when it's hot, when it's very hot, you're gonna add, you're gonna hear that sizzle. So you can cook about 2 or 3 at a time. Oops. There you go. So I would just cook it about 5 minutes on each side. Okay, I'm cooking these keftas. You could always cook it on the grill as well. We just don't have time today, and it's also raining a lot. Okay, so now they're very hot. You want to flip them over. Woo. Transferring them over to a paper towel. They're all done, and I put the yogurt sauce. So let's take a bite. Let's see. These were so delicious. You definitely have to try them. They are super easy, very nutritious, and they have tons of protein. They're a very meat-based recipe. You can get the full link down in the description box. Thanks so much for watching.